Hello， 大家好，我係嘉南。今日咧，我訪問咗我一位鄰居，佢係一個 Electrician 電工。咁點解我想訪問佢呢？其實因為電工咧，確實係一個比較容易入門嘅行業啦。咁人工亦都唔錯嘅，唔再係一啲騎牛揾馬嘅工作啦。咁喺建築行業啦，或者藍領嚟講咧，其實電工嘅人工咧真係算 OK 嘅。咁我嘅鄰居咧，其實佢係一位土生土長嘅 Bristol 人啦。咁所以咧，佢係有好重嘅 Bristol 口音嘅，應該佢都會同大家分享下。我自己咧其實都訪問佢嘅時候咧，聽到有少少辛苦，唔係話完全明白嘅。咁所以大家唔使擔心啊，唔係個個即係唔係咁多嘅 Bristol 嘅人咧都係咁重口音嘅。Anyway， 呢個 video 咧嘅前半句咧會係我同佢做嘅訪問啦。咁我哋就一齊認識下呢一個行業。而後半部分呢，就會係比較資訊性嘅，就話俾大家聽電工呢個行業係點樣入門嘅呢？ Hello， 大家好，我係嘉南。今日咧，我哋又有一位新朋友，佢係我嘅鄰居，佢叫做 James。咁咧，佢會嚟做一個訪問，同大家講下咧關於佢嘅工作喎。Okay, so James, would you just briefly introduce yourself?
I've lived in Bristol all my life, 32 years. I have 3 kids. Married, and been an electrician since I was 16. So,
wow,
yeah,
very experienced.
16 years.
Okay, perfect guy to ask about your field then. Okay, so James, could you tell me how did you first get into this field?
When I left school, my dad said get a trade. It'd be one of the best things you can do. But I mean, everyone needs a tradesman. And hopefully, you know what I mean, for the next 60 years of my working life, I'll be busy. So we looked at electricians and plumbers, being, I think, the electrician especially. You could do that your whole life, you know what I mean? You're not outside, you're not too hard work.
The physical...
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, so we got apprenticeship,
right,
which took a while.
About how long?
Well, we sent away letters after letters, we made phone calls. Unfortunately, it was very hard back then. I'm not sure what it's like now, but lucky enough, my nan worked for a company and she knew someone, and that's how we got in. But yeah, it was very hard to get an apprenticeship. So I started doing 2 days at college, and I've done that for 2 years. That first year is like a level 1 course you do. And then once you've qualified in that, you got to take a level 2. And then once you qualify level 2, we done what's called a site diary. And a site diary is basically during yourself at work, you have to take pictures of what you've done.
Okay.
You have to show that you've covered a lot of the criteria. And you do that with someone from the college as well, so he helps you along sort of procedures. And then once you've done the site diary and the college is happy, then I had to do an AM2, which is a practical test. And the practical test took about a day, and that was including the testing and fault finding as well.
Okay.
So once you've done your practical test, your fault finding, you passed for that, then I was able to get my gold card as a fully qualified electrician.
James, do you mind explaining a little bit more about the CSCS?
To get on sites in England, you need to pass a health and safety test.
Right.
That's only a multiple choice test. You get a book as well, which you can obviously read through and revise. And yeah, basically you get different levels. So if you just want a CSCS standard card, I'm assuming for like labourers and certain tradesmen. And then for ourselves, electricians, we get like a JIB gold card, CSCS.
So typically, how old would you start to do the apprenticeship then? Would anybody be too old for this?
I started when I left school at 16. And I know the government pays a lot towards it. And my company pays a little bit or a percentage.
Okay.
I'm assuming after a certain age, like 21, maybe 25, the government won't invest in you, so then you can pay for it yourself. A lot of the self-employed people I work with, they started late and then they pay for it themselves. They do like night school, so it helps them do 5 days work and then they do like 2 or 3 nights a week over probably again a year or 2. But I know a lot of people that to go self-employed, they use agencies, and there's loads of agencies out there that you can ring up and say, I've just passed level 1, I'm classed as a mate, I'm happy to go on slightly less money than obviously electrician, and can you find me any work? And a lot of companies like to have a bit of a balance, you know what I mean? I believe it took me 5 years, maybe 4. I think I know the night school and stuff's a lot quicker than that.
Take for an example, say somebody who is 30, know nothing about this field for now, and then they want to go and start. Would it be possible?
Yeah. Like I said, as long as they're happy to work and do the night college at the same time, slowly build up. And like I said, use the agencies, and, you know what I mean, you do it that way, but yeah, you just do night school and loads of people do it.
Okay.
Loads of people.
We're going to move on and talk about the nature of the job. Like, can you roughly tell us how many days or how many hours for your job?
Electricians always seem to do the most hours on site.
Oh, really?
I think because we never, the field I'm in, like commercial industrial, we never get price work. So to get our money, we do the hours.
Okay.
I'd say averagely, you're looking at a 9-hour day. I've been doing 10-hour days for a while.
You said 10 hours and 5 days a week?
Yeah. Normally we start work at 7, finish at 5. You get domestic, you get commercial, you get industrial.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I do the industrial, might be more hours. I think domestic would be more like, you know what I mean, start at 8.
That's true.
8 till 4. You can't go in someone's house too early and too late.
Would it be really tired or?
You seem to get used to it. I don't know why. I think, like I said, electrician is physical and hard work, but not as physical as hard work as other trades. So you might get a couple breaks in the middle of that as well. So yeah, I don't know why. You just seem to get used to it after a while. And
let's move on to talk about the pay. So can you tell us typically how much does either hourly rate or monthly do a mate and certified electrician get?
As a fully qualified electrician, I know massive range here, but between like 18 and 25 pound an hour.
Okay.
Sort of thing, and that's obviously not having your own business, not having no stress. Just turn up to work with your tools.
Okay.
Just doing a day's work, going home, not thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, if you wanted to get your own business and all that, then obviously the money gets a lot better.
Yeah.
For a mate, anything between 14 and 18 pound an hour. But
still pretty good.
If you do the 10 hours, then you know what I mean. It does add up. So I feel, you know what I mean. Good.
So is it common for electricians to be self-employed or employees?
I'd say probably now it's more common to be self-employed.
So would you say, even though after 10 years of experience, your pay is still, it won't go up too much, like, you know, some other fields, more experience, and then you get promoted, and then, because they have different titles, but electrician...
You can, obviously then, I haven't got my testing inspection. There's another course you can do, your 2391 testing inspecting.
Right.
So then if you carry that out and you qualify in that, then obviously there's certain jobs then you could probably say, look, I'm a testing inspector, I want more money, and they will pay you.
Yeah.
But if I found out I enjoyed it, then I could maybe then do a commissioning firearm course. Same as a BMS. If I enjoyed the BMS and I worked with a key, Steve Parker, and he done very well. He loved the job so much, he wanted to get into commissioning. Spoke to the commissioner that we worked for, a big company called Schneider Electrical, and they said, yeah, we'd happy to take you on. So as far as I know, he's learning to be a commissioner in BMS. And that's the good thing about our job. There's so many different, you know what I mean, ways you can probably develop, do different things, find out what you like, what you don't like.
So what do you like the most about this job, and what do you find the most challenging?
I think I like like I said, every day is completely different. Like I'll work on a site for 6 months, I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like that freedom, you know what I mean? You're like always different places, and you normally when you go to work, you know, you pair up with a mate, or maybe an apprentice or another electrician.
Yeah.
So as you're like working hard, you can have, you know what I mean, a chat as well.
Yeah.
Which I sort, you know what I mean, sort of enjoy. And then the work as well, once you've done a good day's work and you look back at what you've done,
Yeah.
and you think, oh, that looks good, and people
Satisfaction.
walk past and go, oh, I love what you've done there, mate, thanks. And I suppose doing the 10 hours, but then that's part of my choice as well. And normally in Bristol, the amount of work in Bristol, we're lucky. I know, like, I never have to travel too far for work. Is it? Yeah.
What's the Bristol accent?
We pronounce our R's quite strongly,
R's.
and we don't pronounce our T's.
No.
So they say we sound like farmers. So when we say like water,
Yeah.
it'd be
Water.
yeah. That's like a cup of water.
Did I say it right?
Instead of water.
Water. Do you think Bristol is a good place to live? Well, you grew up here, so
I think Bristol is probably one of the best places to live in England.
yeah.
And I think it got voted one of the best places to live in. I can't remember where we were reading or something. But I think it's got, like I said, the big city. It's got all this work.
Yeah.
Plus it's got its history. Plus it's got its countryside. Plus it's like not too far from London, not too far from the south, not too far from say Cardiff and Birmingham. You know what I mean? The university's there. I mean, it's amazing, really. So lucky.
So before we finish, I'm just going to ask you, like, if there's a newcomer from Hong Kong or other country that his or her English not very good, not very comfortable of speaking, and then is it a big deal for you? You think?
No, I think especially lately, a lot of the sites we work on, a lot of the people don't speak English. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a problem.
Do you have anything to say you want to share to those people who want to go into your field?
I'd say like give it a go. Like I said, I think the money's pretty good. As an electrician, you get looked after. You know what I mean, like your body as well.
Yeah.
We can continue this until we retire. There's like maintenance jobs we can do when we get to a certain age. People look after each other. And like I said, if you didn't speak that good English, then everyone will help out. 加油！
真係好多謝咧 James 今日同我哋做呢個訪問啦。我本來會以為即係做 electrician 咧，應該每一日係做差唔多嘅嘢啦，即係你嚟去咪整下嗰啲電線。不過原來其實喺佢嘅 point of view 咧，喺佢嘅感覺嚟講咧，原來係每一日做緊好唔同啦。你面對嘅地方啊，或者人啊，都可能係好唔同。咁係確實同一個 office job 係好唔同嘅。咁另外就係佢我都覺得好特別嘅係即係佢覺得一個英文唔夠好嘅，你都唔使太擔心。好似佢身邊，其實佢都話佢身邊咧有好多同佢一齊做嘢嘅咧，近排有好多都唔係英文係好好嘅。咁但係其實如果你肯做，你係願意去學嘅話，願意去好努力咁做咧，係冇問題嘅。James 咧佢仲補充咗，其實咧如果你願意喺 weekend 啦，星期六日嘅時候返工咧，其實好多 electrician 咧佢哋會接一啲係星期六日嘅工作，每一個 job 都唔同啦。不過咧通常會高啲呢個收入。跟住我哋講下咧點樣入門做一個電工咯。呢一個係一個政府嘅網址啦，你可以就咁 search National Career Service， 上邊咧有講好多唔同嘅職業嘅。咁如果你想睇除咗電工嘅之外嘅職業咧，都可以做下 research 嘅。咁呢個網址上面就顯示 electrician 咧一年可以賺到大概18至到42K 英鎊左右，呢個係30至到40個鐘一個禮拜嘅。咁頭先 James 有提到啦，佢自己咧就做緊50個鐘一個禮拜，咁所以咧佢應該係賺得比呢個錢仲多啲。咁要明白咧，其實如果你作為一個白領啦，你本身做嗰份工作咧，你係賺幾多就係幾多噶啦。但係如果你做譬如電工，你藍領呢個電工嘅工作咧，你想賺多啲錢嘅，其實你喺同一份工作裏邊，我想返埋星期六日，咁就可以賺多啲啦。另外咧，仲有秘撈喎，呢一個咧係同一個網址。咁下邊咧就有講到點樣去成為一個 electrician。第一咧就係去一啲 college 或者 centre 啦，去讀書啦，去 train 啦，去 practice。咁其實好多唔同嘅學校咧，佢哋嘅 course 都可以好唔同嘅，大家都要自己去睇下。咁另一個 option 咧，第二個咧就係 頭先 James 佢話佢16歲開始咧就做 apprenticeship 啦。咁不過咧大多數人其實都真係16歲就開始噶啦，18歲咧都有啲問水嘅，即係你越大個就越難去揾到做 apprenticeship。第3嘅 option 咧就係你已經，譬如你喺香港係做緊呢一方面嘅工作啦，你係有呢個 knowledge 嘅，咁你就可以嚟到之後 take 一啲 test 啦，去 certify， 又或者咧係可以做一啲評估，去補翻，就會知道你要補翻啲乜嘢 course 啊，你有啲咩 certificate 需要嘅。一陣間我哋會再講多少少。同一個網址咧碌落去，你會睇到呢度講關於 CSCS， 就係頭先 James 所提到嗰張卡啦。佢有張金卡嘅，咁其實咧呢一個 CSCS 咧係一個好簡單嘅 test， 就去證明你有基本嘅 health and safety knowledge。其實咧 CSCS 卡咧係有好多唔同嘅 level 啦，有唔同嘅顏色啦，就視乎你嘅工作需要啦。即係好似我先生咁，佢係需要去地盤嗰度睇人哋嘅工作嘅，咁佢哋都有一張卡。但係就唔係 James 嗰張金卡啦。首先我哋其實要明白咧，喺英國呢度做一個 qualified electrician 被認可嘅電工咧，係需要透過一啲唔同嘅 accreditation 嘅。喺呢一頁啦，你見到中間左邊嗰個字眼啦 accreditation。其實我自己咧都係 Google 嘅啫，我喺 Google 我就 search accreditation。咁咧就出咗呢一個學校嘅網址啦 ，Trade Skills for You。咁呢個學校咧應該算我諗貴少少咧，因為佢都賣好多廣告嘅。呢一個咧係另一個學校嘅網址啦 ，Electrician Courses for You 係呢間學校。咁佢就好清楚咁講俾你聽，你係點樣可以入行，點樣可以開始做一個電力嘅工作，但係就未係 fully qualified 嘅 electrician 嘅。Anyway。假設我哋都係18歲以上啦，而亦都假設我哋係冇呢一方面嘅知識咯。咁跟住咧，你就要讀佢右邊粉紅色嗰個 box 嗰啲 course 啊，你會睇到咧係相比於左邊嗰個咧係多少少啦，課程又貴少少啦。咁當你讀完之後咧，你就開始可以做 domestic， 即係家居嘅電力工作啦。咁但係咧，你做完一個 project 咧，其實咧喺英國呢度咧都係要揾一個人去簽名，即係去證明呢個 project 係 OK 啦，完成咗冇問題。咁但係如果你想自己簽埋嘅話咧，咁你就要下邊淺藍色嗰個 box 就係申請多少少嘢嘅。呢個咧就係個學校最簡單嗰個課程啦。咁其實都確實幾容易入門噶喎。20日嘅課程啦，大概價錢係2300磅啦。讀完之後咧，你就開始可以做家居嘅電力工作啦。咁頭先提到咧，你讀完呢個 course 咧，並唔代表你可以幫啲 project 去簽名。咁有咩方法咧？點算好咧？就係揾一個 building inspector 啦。其實喺英國呢度咧，所有嘅工程啦，無論你做電啊、水或者一啲起牆啊，咁咧都要揾一個 building inspector 啦，最撚尾去簽名嘅。又或者咧，你都可以揾一個電工啦，佢係有呢個資格去幫手簽名。如果想自己簽名嘅話咧，呢個就係一個例子啦。你可以去 search 下 NICEIC， 係一個其中最普遍嘅公司啦。咁你申請嘅時候咧，佢有多少少嘅門檻。咁如果有興趣嘅人咧，可以自己上個 website 度睇下啦，因為太多 details 啦。申請嘅價錢咧，大概一年咧係550磅左右嘅。咁要每一年去 renew。如果喺英國呢度咧，你想做一啲比較大型工程嘅話咧，咁你就一定要成為一個 fully qualified 嘅電工。咁假比喻啦，呢一間學校啦，咁你想做多大啲嘅工程咧，你就可能要讀Step 2、3、4嗰啲嘅課程啦，咁佢每一個課程嘅為期嘅時間亦都唔同啦，價錢唔同啦。咁假比如好似 Step 4嗰個咁樣咧，你睇到佢個時間係耐啲嘅喎。咁呢個咧就應該係類似 James 頭先就提到啦，即係你要一路讀咧，一路揾一間公司係一路做嘢嘅，咁有埋 experience 就寫翻落去你個課程落嗰度嘅。呢個咧就係頭先 James 所提到嗰啲金卡啦。個價錢咧都好平嘅啫。其實咧就好似我哋考車嗰個筆試咁樣樣，攞本書翻嚟讀一讀，然後去考一啲 multiple choice 一啲選擇題嘅。另外，如果你喺呢個行業咧已經係一啲有經驗嘅人士啦，其實你可以上翻政府嘅網址，佢會有資料話俾你聽喺邊度可以做一啲評估啦。咁做完評估之後咧，就會知道自己我有邊一方面可能要補充一啲，即係去讀一啲 course 啊，或者考一啲試啊咁樣樣嘅。 最後咧，其實 James 佢都有分享到咧，即係你做一個電工，唔係話以後都做死一世電工嘅。你可以有好多唔同嘅去路，即係你做下咧，就可能會有機會去專攻某一方面嘅，譬如fire、emergency and security system 咁樣，即係你會有唔同方面嘅發展。咁我哋今日嘅分享係咁多啦。希望遲啲咧，我可以邀請到更加多嘅朋友同大家分享唔同嘅工作體驗。如果你有 Instagram， 可以 follow 我新開嘅呢個 Instagram account KananK_UK。另外咧，亦都如果你未 subscribe 嘅，可以訂閱我嘅 channel。我哋會逢星期2、4有資訊性嘅 video 俾大家。下次見，拜拜。